The imprint of poverty is always pulling. It's always pulling on you. We come from family lineages of lack and fear and loss and grief. It comes down the family line. It doesn't matter who you are. The imprint of poverty is in your DNA. Some of us are stronger than others, and we can overcome of it. Some of us are born into families who have more support systems, but the vast majority of us are just left to our own devices, subject to the poverty imprint always pulling on us. And if we don't have the right support system, if we don't have the right mindset and the right discipline and the right structure, if we can't figure out how to give ourselves that structure and that discipline, it's going to destroy us. And then we give up. You know, this is what we see around us. This is the obesity epidemic that we see in our modern society, especially here in America. People have given up. It's an imprint of poverty. It's lack. It's a low self-esteem consciousness. And the people who are struggling the most to feel that abundance in their life let themselves go. That's where the obesity comes from. We just give up. We decide we're going to eat our way into oblivion. We're going to numb ourselves out with food. Now, one way that I've done this is by being raw vegan. I've been fully raw vegan for the last 8 years. You know why? Because I've had to overcome my imprint of poverty. And I've really done it. And I'm going to talk about it in this video, how I've overcome my imprint of poverty. It's absolutely life-changing. I recommend you take notes on this video. You sit back and relax, pull out a pen and paper and listen to my story, because you can do it too. Now, I overcame my imprint of poverty. One way that I did that was by going raw vegan. Going raw vegan gave me an alignment of my vision, my values, and my actions. My values as a human, that I deserve to thrive in God's light, that I'm a worthy human. My values, human values. You got to eat raw vegan to truly align with your human values. I'm not kidding, man. Steak dinners and whiskey and beer and pizza, that's not aligned with our human values. That's like some sort of numbed out, self-deprecating, self-fulfilling prophecy of lack and poverty, which is always pulling on you. It's always pulling. When you eat that pizza, when you eat that steak dinner, when you eat that beer, drink that beer, what is it? What is it really? Is it that poverty imprint pulling on you? Or are you breaking free from that lack consciousness? Are you breaking free to stand as your complete sovereign being, empowered with vision, aligned with your values, aligned with your actions, unstoppable, empowered, capable, ready to do the dance? That's what raw vegan gives you. And I went raw vegan 8 years ago. I've been fully raw vegan 8 years. And I started my Raw Vegan Heroes membership about 5 years ago. Okay, Raw Vegan Heroes was what I created because I needed accountability to stay raw. Okay, when I needed to go raw vegan to overcome my poverty imprint, I started Raw Vegan Heroes and said, hey, let me support you. Let's do this. We're going to do a group coaching program called Raw Vegan Heroes. Today, we've got over 5,000 people in Raw Vegan Heroes. It's become the biggest and best, most comprehensive, most life-changing raw vegan coaching program in the world. It's got the most support, the most resources, the biggest network, the most life-changing support system for going raw vegan in the world. Now, how incredible is that? Well, it's been incredible. And it's been how I've overcome my imprint of poverty by staying raw vegan. Now, I had to change my identity to do that, because you can't just go from where you are and struggling and sick to healthy and vibrant and have abundant wealth. You have to shift your identity. You can't go from an employee to being self-employed without an identity shift. You can't go from, having food stamps and in poverty to running a business without a shift in identity. And you can't go from eating cooked food to raw food without a shift in your identity. The imprint of poverty is pulling on you. It's pulling. You've got to be strong enough to shift your identity that away from the cooked food, low vibrational choices that are holding you back and poisoning you. And it's really simple. What you need to do is you need to connect with a vision that's bigger than yourself. The raw vegan path is an awakening movement. It's to fuel our mind, our body, and our soul. It's to say yes to our hero's journey, to become service oriented, to be committed to others, to helping the planet, helping the animals, helping ourselves, because that imprint of poverty is always pulling. It's always pulling. We have to connect with a bigger vision. It's like grabbing onto a branch to pull ourselves out of the quicksand. The vision bigger than yourself cannot be for your health or your family or your kids. It's got to be bigger. It's got to be something that encompasses the whole world, bettering the animals, bettering the future, bettering our evolution. You've got to be on this planet for a mission. You've got to align with your mission. You've got to feel the mission. Look, God put a mission in your heart. But if you've never connected with what that mission is and you think life is pointless, that's why you're eating the potato chips and the soda. That's why you weigh 250 pounds, because you don't feel your purpose. You've got to get into alignment with your purpose. A person who's on purpose is unstoppable. Eating raw vegan helps get you into alignment with your purpose because it clears the blocks, it clears the cobwebs, it clears the noise out of your head, out of your space, and it helps you create massive results. It physically supports your DNA. It physically supports your health, your cellular matrix. It physically supports the waste removal, the toxin removal. It physically supports the inspiration, the extra energy. It literally helps you create massive value for others. Because when you're an example for yourself, when you overcome the imprint of poverty pulling on you, you are an example for others, plain and simple. And that's what I did. That's my whole journey has been sharing how I've created massive value for others and my commitment to being raw vegan. And I've done it on YouTube. I've shared this message on YouTube. And today I've made $2 million in the last 2 years because I've just shared my message and I've gotten committed to helping other people. Now, 2 years ago, in June of 2023, I started my business Mastermind. Okay, my business Mastermind is how I help people get out of poverty, really get out of the imprint of poverty. Okay. In my business Mastermind, I focus primarily on the mindset shifts and the identity shifts that we need to really truly transform. So if you're someone who has hope for your family, like you want to create more wealth, more abundance for your family, like you're on a dead end job and you need to jump and you need to create something new, join my business Mastermind. That's what we focus on. Okay, is really learning the mindset of leadership, learning the mindset. Now, my business Mastermind is really for raw vegans and vegans because I'm vegan, and that's the message, that the root message is eat raw vegan to transform your life. Turn your story into a business, okay? Create massive value for others from your own alignment, from your own purpose. You've got to learn. I do a lot of trainings. Go back into my business playlist on YouTube and you can watch all the how-tos. I do incredible in-depth how-tos, beginning guides on how to start a business online, how to make money online. I've made $2 million in the last 2 years running my membership, Raw Vegan Heroes. I make about $50,000 a month, sometimes $30,000, sometimes $70,000. But my Raw Vegan Heroes membership has given me financial freedom, absolute financial freedom. So I want to help you create those same results. I can truly help you, but you need to get mentorship. Mentorship is the most important thing you could possibly spend your money on. If you're spending your money on bills, if you're spending money on daily expenses like food, you need to figure out how to put some of that toward mentorship. Now, I've made my business Mastermind very cheap. I've made it so incredibly affordable so everyone can join. Everyone can join, okay? It really could be a very elite thing where I work with people who are really ready to create $1 million businesses like I have, but that's not what I do. I make it very, very inexpensive so that somebody who's never even had an online business can get support with the next steps. If you don't know where to start with my business Mastermind, because I'll help you be raw vegan. I'll help you detox your body. I'll help you start your business. I'll help you get clear on the mindset and the identity shift necessary to get out of the imprint of poverty, because this is what I've done. This is what I have done. Now, in my business mastermind, we have about 170 people. It's an incredible community of people, an incredibly powerful group. When you're around like-minded people like that, it's going to just buoy you up. It's going to lift you up at an incredible level. We meet on Zoom every Friday at 3 p.m. Central Time. These are direct Zoom meetings with me. Okay, it's the only direct access that I offer to me. Okay, my Raw Vegan Heroes membership is no access to me at all. I do a weekly live stream in there, but if you want to talk to me, if you want to get coaching with me, and if you want to have direct conversations with me, if you want me to give you homework on your business, what to do next, give you next steps, you got to be on the Zoom meetings. So we meet every Friday at 3 p.m. Central Time, and every Zoom meeting is recorded. We have an entire 2-year library of Zoom recordings, everything you could ever need to know. If you want to start an online business, just join and watch those Zoom replays. It'll transform your life. That alone is worth the price of my business mastermind. And of course, the community is so incredible. You get to watch what others are doing in the group. Okay. And I want to get you to $10,000 a month, understanding how to use a basic sales funnel to sell a low-cost offer like I did. Raw Vegan Heroes is $7.49 a month. That's my membership offer. I sell that in a basic, simple sales funnel. I talk about my story on social media for free advertising, and it's very, very simple. Anybody can do it. If you're ready for that help, then join my business mastermind. I can really help you, but you got to invest in the mentorship. Investing in the mentorship is your responsibility. Only you can do it. I invested with my marketing mentor for 5 years. I spent $500,000 with my marketing coach for 5 years. That's what I spent. I invested $500,000. Well, look at me now. I made $2 million in just the last 2 years. Was it worth it? Oh yeah. Big ROI. You got to learn coaching. Group coaching is the most important business model in the world today. It is the most important thing you could possibly learn. I'm telling you, it is life-changing. Group coaching is it. Forget jobs, forget working for other people's companies. Learn how to run a simple, basic group coaching program, and it's going to change your life. That's what I did, and it will permanently shift your imprint of poverty that's always pulling on you. Remember, the imprint of poverty is always pulling on you. Okay, so you have to overcome that by mentorship. And you know what? I'm so committed to you. I'm going to offer you a 50% discount for my business mastermind. If you're watching this video, in the description, in the comments, I'm going to put the 50% off link. It's a temporary, part-time, limited time offer, okay? Because I pull that link occasionally. Sometimes I offer it, sometimes I don't. But right now for you, I'm going to offer it. The ROI on that is incredible. Look at it. Click on the link and read what's included, okay, in my mastermind. You see, I'm more committed to helping you than I am about the money. I don't need your money. But I do really, really, really need to have a life purpose that's meaningful for me. And this is my life's work. This is how I help people. Okay. You need to overcome the imprint of poverty that is pulling on you. And the least you can do is spend $1,400 to join my business mastermind for 6 months of coaching with me to learn how to shift your mindset, shift your identity, and to start a group coaching program. Oh my God, is incredible. All right, everybody. I hope this video was helpful. I will see you in the next one. You know me, I'm always committed to coming on here and sharing these stories of my life and inspiration of what I do and how I've done it. And I hope this was helpful for you today. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.